330 million users, active users you have. Take me through from launch, zero active users except Spez, to year one, how many there are, to year 5. And how did you get the growth, that initial growth, the research that I did in a very short period of time, you just shocked at the growth that was happening.
I'm wondering, as you're asking that question, I was trying to remember, do I actually remember our traffic from that era? Maybe a million after the first year? Maybe.
And when did you launch it, and you noticed, how quickly did you notice that there's something happening here?
It took a few months. So when we launched Reddit, one of the things Alexis and I would do is we submitted all the content ourselves for the first couple of months. So we just faked it. Because the idea was, one, wouldn't have a good time if they're showing up to a website for news and interesting stuff if it was a ghost town. There's no community if nobody's there. So we just faked this community. We had this special tools for submitting content and creating a fake user at the same time. So it's like a vibrancy in usernames and whatever. So this was in June of 2005 we started, that's when we launched. It was mid-August was the first day where we didn't submit any content. I had a special little script that would scrape a bunch of websites, list all of the unique URLs I hadn't seen before. So I get a list of about 100 or so new URLs. I'd read them all, just read a bunch of news, and then submit them to Reddit. So I just do that every day to keep Reddit moving. And then finally, I just didn't have to do that anymore. And so that was when my motivation shifted between, I want to...
So you realize at that time people start submitting their own content.
Yes.
And where are people hearing about it? From Google again? Where do you think?
In this era, it's word of mouth.
So just word of mouth from Slashdot, from what?
From
Paul Graham's essay? What?
He linked to us once from an essay. This is actually one of the interesting things about Google, or about our traffic, which is a lot of it comes from Google, but a lot of it comes direct. And Reddit really is a word of mouth business. And it's kind of funny because Google's kind of like a word of mouth like algorithm almost, right? It's what people are looking to and finding value out of. So we were growing, but we weren't very sophisticated about where our users were coming from. And we never had like an explosive moment of growth, even to this day, with the exception of the day that our largest competitor committed suicide. But with the exception of that really happy day.
And just quickly, why did they commit suicide?
Why, I can't tell you.
Okay.
How was
okay.
masterful. They completely rewrote their product. They broke it in a really profound, like fundamental way, and they didn't test it, and then they launched it and couldn't unlaunch it.
It was a perfect storm.
It was really, I was really impressed. So nevertheless, we've grown steadily for a long time and continue to do so. And so that's just been one of the funny things about Reddit.